like I said earlier, they actually had odds that, she was like third or fourth in the betting odds to be MVP of the WNBA. That's such a slap in the face to every WNBA player. It's unbelievable, right?
Geno Auriemma, a name closely connected with women's basketball, has never been afraid to share strong opinions or spark debate. But this time he is facing serious criticism that has left many fans questioning his credibility. For years, Auriemma openly doubted Caitlin Clark, saying she would struggle in the WNBA and even suggesting her supporters were unrealistic. Clark responded in the best possible way by exceeding every expectation and becoming one of the league's biggest stars during her rookie season. Her outstanding performances impressed both fans and analysts, while putting extra pressure on those who had criticized her the most. Now, in a surprising turnaround, Auriemma has completely changed his stance, offering glowing praise for Clark that many people feel is a dramatic shift from his earlier comments. He even acknowledged that Caitlin Clark's college career created an incredible level of excitement and attention.
His career that Caitlin had ignited a tremendous amount of attention, an incredible phenomenon that very rarely happens, and it certainly changed the landscape.
Rumors are spreading that Geno Auriemma's sudden change of opinion could be connected to a recent investment, a move that may have a major impact on both his reputation and Caitlin Clark's future. Many people are now wondering what caused this unexpected shift. In this video, we'll take a closer look at Auriemma's surprising turnaround, examine what he said, explore the possible reasons behind it, and discuss how Caitlin Clark fits into the story. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Now, let's dive in.
First part about new fans, they have no perspective. There's no context. So they just say ridiculous nonsense.
The worst thing about new fans is that they have no perspective and no understanding of the bigger picture, so they end up saying things that don't make sense. Those comments from Geno Auriemma quickly caught people's attention because he has never been afraid to speak his mind, even if it creates controversy. Over the years, one of his biggest targets has been Caitlin Clark. Long before she entered the WNBA with the Indiana Fever, Auriemma repeatedly questioned her game and openly criticized the excitement surrounding her, making her one of the most talked-about young players he had ever challenged.
The delusional fan base that follows her disrespected the WNBA players by saying she's going to go in that league and tear it apart. There were actually odds on she's third or fourth in betting odds on being MVP of the WNBA. These people are so disrespectful and so unknowledgeable and so stupid that it gives women's basketball a bad name. Okay, so the kid was set up for failure right from the beginning.
It all began when Caitlin Clark, one of the nation's top high school recruits, made the unexpected decision to attend Iowa instead of UConn, a program led by Geno Auriemma that had dominated women's college basketball for years. Many believed Auriemma took that decision personally, but the story didn't end there. In the 2024 NCAA Final Four, Clark led Iowa to a memorable victory over UConn, a performance that convinced many fans she was a once-in-a-generation talent. Auriemma, however, remained doubtful. After Clark's outstanding college career, he questioned whether she could succeed in the WNBA. During a popular sports talk show appearance, he criticized the excitement surrounding her, called many of her supporters unrealistic, and argued that they were greatly overrating her talent. He also claimed she wasn't built for the league's physical style of play and suggested she lacked the quickness needed to compete at the highest level.
But it's funny to listen to the Fever management moan about physical fouls whenever, anytime I moan about the game being too physical. There's always somebody on that staff saying that I'm So what goes around comes.
The biggest surprise is that Geno Auriemma has gone from being one of Caitlin Clark's strongest critics to one of her biggest supporters. He is now calling her a game changer and an incredible talent, leaving many people wondering what caused such a dramatic change in his opinion. In the next part of the video, we'll look at what may have led to this unexpected turnaround and why his views have shifted so noticeably. If you're enjoying the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We truly appreciate you spending your time with us. And now let's get back to the story.
Diana said it best. This kid's in for a rude awakening.
Geno Auriemma didn't stop with those early criticisms. He also questioned whether Caitlin Clark could handle the faster pace of the WNBA, arguing that her deep, high-risk three-point shots would not be effective against stronger and more athletic defenders. He suggested that the style which made her famous in college would not work at the professional level. UConn legend Diana Taurasi shared similar concerns, saying Clark was about to face a difficult reality in the WNBA. Clark never responded with words. Instead, she let her performances answer every doubt. During her rookie season, she averaged 19.2 points, a league-leading 8.4 assists, and 5.7 rebounds per game, while leading the Indiana Fever to their first playoff appearance since 2016. She won Rookie of the Year, earned first-team All-WNBA honors, and broke 62 records, turning an impressive season into a historic one. As her success continued, Auriemma's earlier comments became a frequent target on social media, with fans sharing memes and highlight videos comparing his predictions to Clark's incredible performances. Posts jokingly asked how his comments about the league's physicality were holding up, while others said his criticism had aged badly. With every outstanding game, the praise for Clark only grew stronger, making her success impossible to ignore.
On the wrong team, she's got the wrong skill set to handle the physicality of that league, and she's a rookie.
The coach who once dismissed Caitlin Clark supporters as unrealistic is now saying she is better than Paige Bueckers, a complete turnaround that has left many fans confused. People are asking whether Geno Auriemma has truly changed his opinion because of Clark's incredible success, or if there is another reason behind his sudden praise. One thing is certain, he is now describing Clark as an incredible phenomenon, a level of admiration that is a huge contrast to the criticism he expressed in the past.
So I love her. I think she's the best player. Forget I ever said Paige is the best player in the country. I think she's the best player of all time.
According to Geno Auriemma, Caitlin Clark is no longer just a great player. He now describes her as a once-in-a-generation talent who has transformed women's basketball. He has praised her for changing the sport, saying there is no question about the impact she has made. The same deep three-pointers and fearless leadership that he once criticized are now being celebrated as the qualities that make her special. It's a remarkable change in perspective and one that has many fans pointing out how dramatically his opinion has shifted over time.
Kind of a really, really good player is someone who can have an impact on the game when they don't necessarily shoot it. They can do other things to help your team win.
Geno Auriemma once questioned whether Caitlin Clark could play a true team-first style, but now he is praising that very part of her game. He has highlighted several moments from her rookie season, saying Clark does much more than make spectacular plays. She raises the confidence of everyone around her and makes her teammates believe they can win. It's another major shift from his earlier criticism, as he now credits her leadership and unselfish play as some of the biggest reasons for her success. And according to him, that's only part of what makes her such a special player.
I think the one thing they have in common is their competitiveness. The way they transcend their team even. It's like there isn't anything they think they can't do. You can tell, Caitlin thinks there's not a shot that she can't make. There's not a play that she can't.
Auriemma now says Caitlin Clark is doing more than leading her own team. He believes she is helping move the entire WNBA forward. He has praised her passion, saying it is the kind of competitive spirit that cannot be taught, and even described her as the player who represents the future of women's basketball. Considering that he once questioned whether she could handle the physical demands of the WNBA, his comments mark a dramatic change in attitude. To many fans, it almost seems as if he is trying to rewrite the story of what he originally said about her.
The team starts to feel like that as well. So they're dangerous not because of what Caitlin does, but what somebody like her infuses on the rest of their team. That's what's cool about it.
Many fans are still asking whether Geno Auriemma's new admiration for Caitlin Clark is completely genuine, or if he is thinking about the long-term benefits of winning her support. Whatever the real reason may be, one thing is clear: this story is far from over. Next, we'll take a closer look at how the unrivaled league made a major effort to sign Clark, why it was determined to bring her in, and what happened after she decided to say no. As one of the biggest and most marketable stars in women's basketball, Clark became the league's top target. Unrivaled reportedly made an aggressive push to recruit her, investing significant time, money, and resources, believing she could transform the league. However, despite all those efforts, Clark declined the opportunity, setting off a wave of discussion that continues to grow.
Rival League is picking up players, and they're getting ready to make a big splash in January with this league.
Unrivaled was created to give WNBA players a well-paid alternative to playing overseas during the offseason. Co-founded by Nafisa Collier and Brianna Stewart, the league promised six-figure salaries, equity opportunities, and a fast-paced 3-on-3 format designed to highlight individual talent. It also attracted support from well-known investors, including Carmelo Anthony, Alex Morgan, and Geno Auriemma. With that level of backing, Unrivaled entered its first season with one clear goal: to make a huge impact by attracting the biggest names in women's basketball, and Caitlin Clark was at the top of that list.
He has decided not to do Unrivaled, even though Aaliyah Boston's doing it, Lexi Hull is doing it, Kate Martin is doing it, and despite all the rumors, and I'm sure the push that was put on her. But Clark has all the leverage in this situation, and I'm not saying she flexed it, but she was comfortable enough in her position to make the decision, and it appears that answer is...
From the beginning, many people believed Caitlin Clark would become the face of Unrivaled. As soon as the league was announced, rumors about her joining spread quickly, and the league fueled the excitement by posting cryptic social media hints, including references to her famous number 22 jersey. The anticipation grew even stronger when Unrivaled promised major announcements during its roster reveal, leading many fans to expect Clark to be the headline signing. However, when the full roster was revealed, Clark's name was nowhere to be found. The league announced 34 of its 36 players while leaving 2 wildcard spots open, which sparked criticism from fans. Many accused Unrivaled of creating hype around Clark without actually securing her commitment, with some calling it a classic bait-and-switch strategy.
Investors in this league. One investor, been trying to keep quiet about, his investment in the league ever since his comments that he made about a young rookie. Pretty much, had him in the headlines for about a month and a half. That is Geno Auriemma, dog. I'm here to tell you, he's part owner of this league.
According to reports, Unrivaled offered Caitlin Clark a contract worth more than $1 million for its 8-week season, an amount rarely seen in women's basketball. Even with that impressive offer, Clark decided not to join. After playing continuously from her final college season at Iowa through her historic WNBA rookie year, she chose to take time to rest and recover instead of committing to another competition. Her decision was a major setback for Unrivaled, as many believed she would have been the league's biggest attraction. Since then, some fans and analysts have questioned whether the league can reach its full potential without her star power. For Geno Auriemma, who has invested in the league, Clark's decision has made that investment seem more uncertain, and when she officially announced she would not be participating, many people were eager to see how he would respond.
To make the most of the situation. They tried to make the most of Caitlin Clark not playing by hinting everything and basically making people think that Caitlin Clark was going to...
When Caitlin Clark officially declined to join the league, the news was a major disappointment not only for fans but also for Geno Auriemma. As an investor in the new league, he had more than just his reputation at stake. Without Clark, many believed Unrivaled was missing the biggest star it needed to create excitement and attract a larger audience during its first season. Her decision raised even more questions about the league's future, and many people paid close attention to Auriemma's response, knowing the outcome could have a significant impact on the league's early success.
It looked like Geno Auriemma could be the reason why Caitlin Clark is definitely not joining the Unrivaled 3-on-3 basketball.
When Caitlin Clark's decision became official, it overshadowed Unrivaled's highly anticipated roster announcement. Even as the league promoted its player lineup, Clark's absence remained the biggest topic of discussion. The excitement on social media quickly faded, and many analysts questioned whether the league could attract casual fans without its most recognizable potential star. One commentator summed it up by saying that losing Clark was a huge setback because she is more than just an outstanding player. She is a brand that brings attention wherever she goes. After years of criticism from Geno Auriemma, many fans viewed her decision to decline the league as a fitting twist, making the situation even more dramatic.
Unrivaled does without Caitlin Clark, they could still succeed, but we know what it would have meant if they had secured her on one of those rosters.
Many critics believe the league depends heavily on big-name stars like Caitlin Clark to attract sponsors, television audiences, and new fans. Without her, the 2 wild-card roster spots that were meant to build excitement now appear to some as a last-minute effort to fill empty places. That has led to even more questions about the league's future, with analysts wondering whether its ambitious business model, including 6-figure salaries and equity opportunities for players, can remain financially sustainable over the long term without its biggest potential attraction.
I know some of y'all were very happy that she's not doing Unrivaled, as to stick it to the people who treated her poorly.
Caitlin Clark's decision to turn down Geno Auriemma and the Unrivaled League is more than just another sports headline. It highlights how much influence she now has in women's basketball. By declining the opportunity, Clark made it clear that her personal priorities come before the constant demands of being a superstar. But the story is bigger than Clark or Auriemma alone. It reflects the changing landscape of women's basketball, where players have more control over their careers and are making decisions on their own terms. Clark's choice sends a strong message that athletes have the freedom to decide what is best for them, regardless of how much money is offered. In her case, she chose rest, time with family, proper preparation, and getting ready for her second WNBA season instead of adding another competition to her schedule.
A basketball question. I know that you work really hard in the off season. You said yesterday you're always trying to get better. Mm-hmm. What's the thing that you're working on in this off season?
I think, honestly, besides the actual basketball skill part of it, I think getting stronger. That's what I'm focusing on. I'm in the weight room a lot, just building that strength. Obviously, it was hard going right from the college season to the professional season. You don't get to spend a lot of time in the weight room. So that's what I've tried to focus on the most here. And then obviously a lot of things on the court. I'm always wanting to get better, and that's kind of what drives me, and I love it. I love getting to do it, and I feel very fortunate that it's my job.
Caitlin Clark appears ready to take both her game and her influence to even greater heights. Her impact now extends far beyond basketball, making her one of the most recognizable names in sports. Meanwhile, the future of Geno Auriemma and the Unrivaled League remains uncertain. Many are wondering whether the league can succeed without Clark or if her decision to decline their offer will serve as a lesson about relying too heavily on one superstar. One thing is certain, this story is far from finished. Clark continues to make headlines both on and off the court, and fans everywhere are eager to see what she does next. What do you think about the situation? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.